Whet your appetite with Chronicles of Crime.
Chronicles of Crime is an app-driven deduction game. You need to download the app. It's for free in both the Android and Apple stores, and the app works very well. Basically, you have the app, you are scanning up information the entire game. This is going to be a spoiler-free review, by the way. But you're scanning up whether you're talking to people, you're interrogating them, you're finding clues, you're searching locations, or you're actually searching location on the phone itself. So before we even get into what we actually think about these games, we found almost a better way, at least in our minds, how to play it. And that would be casting or using AirPlay.
Absolutely. So for this game, when we did the tutorials for this game, we used our cell phone. So every time we had to search for evidence and look at a new location, we were taking turns using the cell phone, looking around 360 degrees.
Reading out loud. Yeah.
Reading out loud and then passing it over, and the other person was doing the same thing. With 2 players, not the end of the world, but if you were playing with 4 or 5 players, it could take a long time to make it around for everybody to have an opportunity to look at the evidence. So, as Matthias said, using the Aircast was phenomenal because now we were looking at evidence simultaneously and picking up on things that the other person may have missed.
Yeah, I have nothing to add to that. I think that it enhances the game because you don't have somebody reading and you just save a ton of time. So what do you think about the thematics of the game themselves without getting into any spoilers or anything like that?
Yeah, so the games are well crafted. The evidence makes sense, the storyline flows, and when you go to solve the case, everything falls into place if you went down the right paths.
For sure, yeah. So without getting into spoilers, we definitely enjoy them. The tutorials that they give you are great because it lets you kind of lean into a case, figure out how to use the system, how to scan everything, and then you play the real cases without having to almost throw away or burn that first case. So usually we're about replayability, but I think with escape room games or deduction games, it's less replayability and probably more experiential. So Lisa, how did you find the overall experience of playing these?
I loved it, and I enjoy a good escape room, so I think that these games are really well suited for people who like to do an escape room, and they play amazing at 2 players or at larger groups. So if you don't want to go do an escape room with just 2 people, pick up one of these and you can play at the comfort of your house or pretty much anywhere you have a cell phone or a TV.
Yeah, actually, you don't need data. So once you've downloaded the app itself, you can download the case. So let's say you're at camping or whatever, realistically you could bring this with you.
Yeah, so overall, for our collection, we are definitely going to finish out both of these games. And then we're looking forward to the new Chronicles of Crime. I think it's 2400 that's coming out next. And we will continue churning our way through these cases because maybe we'll improve our deduction skills.
Hope so.